Now, we would like to hear some challenges or trials that you've faced throughout those years. Brother Murray, could you start for us?
It's interesting. In the work, we had a lot of travel. We've always had a lot of travel, of course. That's why it's called traveling work. And in South America, in Guyana, we would sometimes travel for weeks and never ride in a car. We'd ride by plane, boat, or some other way. As far as accommodations, they were very humble in Guyana. They were also very humble here in this country at times, but also very luxurious at times. But there's something that both places had in common. The brothers always provided us the best they had, the best they could. And it's interesting, Sister Murray and I spent over half of our career in the traveling work in homes. And some of our strongest, most enduring relationships were built with people that we stayed with in their homes over the years. And quite frankly, I strongly recommend that as a way to really strengthen your relationship with brothers.
Now, you're telling me another challenge you faced, last-minute assignments from the branch.
As an example, last year, on a Thursday, the first week in the service year, I got a call early in the morning, before 7, from the branch asking me if I could go to Wisconsin to fill in for a district overseer. And that was on Thursday. I said, when do you want me to go? They said, I want you to go tomorrow for the weekend. I didn't have the talks up. And there were 4 talks I had to get up. So I did what seemed to be the easiest thing. I called some traveling brother friends and said, send me your outlines. It'll help me get my talks up. They did. And I think that's the benefit of having a strong relationship with your fellow traveling brothers.
Help you get your talks up.
Oh, absolutely.
Very good. Thank you. Brother Episcopo, some challenges that you faced.
In Bolivia, when I entered the circuit work in November of 1956, the main mode of travel was on trucks. And the whole country, which is 2.5 times the size of California, was my circuit. We only had 5 congregations in the whole country. The rest were isolated groups. And I had the privilege of introducing the truth into a number of villages. There were challenges, but I was young and strong. However, a great challenge came in 1964 when we had to leave our precious assignment and start parenting. And I must admit that I wasted about a year feeling sorry for myself until I started to hear my own negativity. And with Jehovah's help, I said, get on with it. There's life after children. And sure enough, we worked and pursued the goal of getting back into this. And in 1986, after our boys were raised, we were ready to get back into we were able to get back into the special full-time service.
Beautiful. Brother Thompson, some of your trials and challenges.
I'd like to relate this experience when waiting for an assignment upon leaving Bethel. And my wife said, there are 2 places I don't want to go because of the social issues, Mississippi and Alabama. Well, Alabama was the first assignment, and Mississippi was the 3rd assignment. And we loved it because Jehovah molded us and trained us. It was a beautiful experience that helped us to be prepared for the work he had assigned for us to do. And on a list of challenges, I would say dealing with our aging parents is one, and also a health concern on my part. In the case of my mother-in-law, it proved to be a time of great anxiety for Vernice, since she couldn't be there to give her assistance, although she had a brother and 2 sisters that looked after her. And in my case, my brothers and sisters, I'm the oldest of 8, they were very supportive to me in my work. And if there was a crisis with my parents, I was the last to know about it. They resolved things and then they would inform me. And I appreciated that so much. With my concern as health, it was, I guess about 8 or 9 years ago, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And so the organization was very supportive. I was worried about the expense of it, how it would be cared for. And so they let me decide a certain treatment, robotic surgery. that happened in Alabama, and not a worry at all. So I never lost any sleep or concern over it, and I appreciate to this day the support the branch office provided.
Good. Thank you, brothers, for your expression. Obviously, you and your wives have dealt with various trials